Suddenly, the woman watched her 5-year relationship fall apart on the very day she was supposed to register her marriage. Instead of getting the certificate with her boyfriend, she ended up marrying his powerful older brother. That was the moment everything changed. It all started because the boyfriend kept choosing his adopted sister over his fiancée. The first time they were going to register, the sister called with a fake car crash. The boyfriend ran away at once. The second time, she pretended to be heartbroken and even used a fake suicide threat. Again, the boyfriend left. It kept happening again and again. And every time, the fiancé was the one being abandoned. At that moment, the fiancé finally exploded. In front of everyone, she exposed the sister's tricks and the boyfriend's weak behavior. She called out the way the sister kept clinging to him, crying, hugging, and acting innocent. She had held this pain for too long, and now she was done pretending to be patient. Unexpectedly, the sister tried to act weak again, but that only made things worse. The fiancé poured out all her anger and said she had already suffered enough. She pointed out that she was the one being hurt again and again, while the sister always played the victim. The whole room could feel the tension rising fast. Then the boyfriend tried to protect the sister and forced the fiancé to apologize. He even used the engagement as a threat, saying that if she would not apologize, their marriage would be over. But on the other side, the fiancé was already beyond caring. She stood there, looked at everyone, and ended the relationship herself. She declared that she would never marry him. In the next second, the whole scene turned into a disaster. The boyfriend was shocked. The people around them kept drinking and trying to continue the party. But the fiancé had already made her decision. She was angry, hurt, and fully awake now. She understood that the man she loved had never truly chosen her. Suddenly, a much bigger shock appeared. The boyfriend's older brother came back into the picture and asked to marry her. The fiancé could not believe it. She had just broken up with one brother, and now the older brother was offering marriage so directly. He said he did not want to waste time finding someone else. And he chose her because the family already approved of her. The fiancé hesitated, but then she realized something important. Marrying the older brother would be the best revenge. It would also give her a new start. So she agreed. In the next second, they went to register the marriage. When the boyfriend found out later, he was stunned. The woman he had ignored was now married to his own older brother. At that moment, the whole family went into chaos. The boyfriend could not accept it. He thought she would always stay by his side, no matter how badly he treated her. But now the marriage was real. The law had already changed everything. And even if someone wanted a divorce, it would not be easy. The fiancée was no longer his woman. She had become his sister-in-law. Then the new husband took her home. He told her this was the wedding room, and that she would stay there. He also made it clear that he had no plan to live apart. The woman tried to act calm, but she was clearly surprised by how direct he was. He looked cold and serious, yet his actions kept pulling her closer. Unexpectedly, the tension between them grew fast. They barely knew each other, but the air between them was already strange and intense. The woman kept trying to protect herself, while the man stayed close and controlled the pace. She wanted to keep everything simple, but he was not acting simple at all. But on the other side, the old mess still followed her. The boyfriend kept calling, but now it was too late. He had ignored her for years, and now he wanted her back. The sister also kept causing trouble, acting weak while secretly pushing the women into more conflict. The fiancé saw them clearly now. They were not innocent. They were only a fake pair hiding behind lies and jealousy. Then the older brother became even more protective. When the boyfriend and the sister kept insulting and provoking the woman, he stepped in without hesitation. He did not care about their excuses. He only cared that someone had hurt his wife. In the next second, the room became quiet, because everyone could feel his power. Suddenly, the younger brother realized he had lost control. The woman he had tossed aside was now protected by a man far stronger than him. She was no longer waiting for his love. She was no longer begging for his choice. She was standing in a new place, and that place changed everything. At the same time, the new husband's attitude made things even more confusing. He acted cold, but he kept defending her. He looked strict, but he never let anyone really hurt her. The woman did not fully understand him yet, but she could feel that he was different from the man she had left behind. By the end, the woman who was once betrayed had turned the whole game around. She ended one relationship, married into power, and forced the people who looked down on her to watch from the side. The man who ignored her was left in shock. The sister lost control, and the older brother had already become the one standing in front of her. Suddenly, the whole family dinner turned into a war. The poor writer walked in and the room went cold. She had already been ignored at the marriage office. Now the rich brother and his fake sweet sister kept pushing her harder. Immediately, the rich brother tried to humiliate her in front of everyone. But the writer did not stay quiet. She exposed how the sister-in-law had been crying, acting weak, and stealing attention. At that moment, the younger sister pretended to be innocent again, but the writer saw through all of it. Unexpectedly, the grandfather wanted to protect the family peace, so he tried to calm everyone down. But the writer had a bigger problem. Her own script had been stolen. Suddenly, she learned that her original story had been copied. Even worse, the copy was being pushed into a new project. The director and producer acted blind. They even tried to make it look fair by placing the stolen script beside the original one. But on the other side, the writer did not back down. She walked into the investment meeting with fire in her eyes. She knew the stolen story was built from her hard work, her pain, and 5 long years of struggle. So she stood on stage and told the truth. Immediately, the investors started to notice the difference. The copy looked fake. The original story felt real. One person wrote to impress people, the other wrote from life. Suddenly, the older brother showed up. He was the cold CEO, and nobody expected him to back her. But he did something shocking. He threw out a giant investment and chose her script. At that moment, the whole room froze. The younger brother could not believe it. The fake sister panicked. The family started asking questions, and the writer finally understood that the man she had been running from was not here to hurt her. Later, the hidden truth came out. The older brother and the writer were already married. He had been acting cold, but he was actually trying to protect her. He wanted a real marriage, not just a name on paper. Then came the biggest misunderstanding. A phone call from a woman made the writer think he had changed his heart. She got angry. She felt used again. Because in her past, she had already been abandoned for years by the man she once loved. Immediately, she almost gave up on him too.